Okay, PAILs and rails for ankle inversion. So inversion is turning the sole of the foot towards the midline of the body, so turning towards the inside. So what we're going to do is we're going to just go the basic easiest way to do this, and that's using your hands. So I'm going to take my right hand to my right knee, or just below my right knee, so I can feel any torsion in my knee that might happen, or I can resist any help from my hip that might want to try to cheat. So from this, I'm going to then turn my foot into inversion the best that I can. And then I'm going to try to grab onto my foot in some way that's going to give me leverage to try to pull myself deeper into the stretch. You can grab onto the outside and help pull yourself in. I like grabbing onto the actual underside and trying to pull myself a little bit deeper this way. So as I pull myself into that inversion of the ankle, I'm trying to find 7-ish out of 10 or 8-ish out of 10 and maintain that passively for about 2 minutes. Again, just letting the tissue try to relax and get accustomed to this position. While I'm there, I'm trying to breathe some sort of a pattern similar to breathing in for 4, breathing out for 8, or breathing in for 5, breathing out for 10, just allowing the nervous system to have a chance to down-regulate and relax. Once you get there, once you get to the end of that 2 minutes, then you're going to go into your first progressive contraction, which would be to resist the stretch. So my foot's being stretched out here, so I'm trying to contract all this tissue on the outside of my leg, trying not to use my knee so much or my hip, but actually use those tissues that are being stretched to try to pull out of the stretch. My hand holds me there and doesn't allow me to come out of the stretch, so I'm fighting an immovable object. I'm going to use my time from basically use about 5 to 10 seconds to go from 0 resistance up to 100. Progressively climbing up to the strongest contraction that you can. Once you get to the strongest contraction you can create, you're going to try to maintain that for about 10 to 15 seconds. Once you finish that, once you do that 10 to 15 seconds at that strong contraction, then you're going to reverse it and go into your regressive contraction, which would be to try to pull myself or pull your ankle into deeper inversion, using the muscles in the foot and the ankle and the shin. Once you've done that, you're going to ramp yourself up to the strongest contraction you can there. Hold that for 10 to 15 seconds. This time it can be a lot faster. Once you've completed that, you would go into your next round of passive. Hold for at least 20 seconds, I'd say. Maybe longer, but then repeating the passive, progressive, regressive, and go through that as many times as prescribed. Once you've finished, then it's a good idea to come out of it and then do some controlled articular rotations just to explore that new space that you just created in the tissue.